Alright fam, it's your brother Assad, and I'm back again with another quick video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notifications bell so that you'll be notified when we drop new material on this channel. Secondly, in terms of housekeeping, I gotta give a special and a significant and a particular and a peculiar shout out to my South African family for all the love you guys have shown this channel. My wife, myself, my children, we greatly appreciate it. Third, in terms of housekeeping, bam, 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 just like that. Bam, 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 just like that. I gotta give a special and a significant and a particular and a peculiar shout out to the rest of the family, to the New Zealand family, to the Australian family, to the UK family, to the Chicago family, the Florida family, the Texas family, the Louisiana family, the New Orleans family, because that's two separate things. We see y'all, we appreciate y'all, and we love y'all. Matter of fact, shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans. You heard me? Yeah. Because today, we're going to be talking with my brother from New Orleans, and we're going to have a conversation about the South African New Orleans connection and his experiences here. Y'all seen him on the channel before. Hold on. Y'all remember Ngoma? Y'all remember him? He back? You heard, man? Yeah, so what's happening, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm thankful and grateful to be here, man. This is, what I got, like 6 days left here till I gotta go back. You know,
gotta go back to Babylon.
Oh man, don't remind me. Back to Babylon. But yeah, man, I'm excited to be here. Happy to be here again. You know, another successful trip here in South Africa. You know,
how long you been here this time?
This time, about a month and a half. It'll be a month and a half I've been here.
Wow, man. So, what keep bringing you back to South Africa?
Man, everything. The music, the culture, the food. I have like friends that have become family here. I mean, the vibes, the events, you know, the nice buildings, the architecture and stuff like that, and the women.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about that. Let me ask you this, man. I won't get, because I know we already interviewed you on your channel about this twice, basically.
About 3 times, because we did 4 ways last week.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to ask you now about, okay, so anything that's okay, do it like this. How would you compare New Orleans to Johannesburg?
Well, first things first, Johannesburg is, man, I don't know how many times bigger than New Orleans. Yeah. New Orleans is a population of 400,000 people. Soweto by itself is 2 million plus.
Yeah.
So Soweto by itself is larger and more populated than New Orleans.
Right.
That's the first thing. Another comparison is the potholes.
They hit different.
They hit different, man. But then also too, you know, just like they got food and culture here, there's food and culture in New Orleans and stuff like that. You know, good music, good times. There's a lot of festivals and events that happen in New Orleans, just like that happens here. I was about to get to the Zulu parade, but I'm gonna leave that blackface in 2024 thing alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
I might put a little clip of the Zulu parade in there so they can see it. But yeah, so you mentioned the potholes. I want to say, I'm gonna flip it back on me. Yeah, so people, I remember moving here or coming here, people telling me that they did not believe that America had potholes. And that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, listen, bruh. Listen, I saw a school bus. Y'all know the big yellow, I ain't never seen a big yellow school bus here, but y'all see them in American TV, like the big yellow school bus. I seen a whole school bus, like the front end of it in a pothole in New Orleans. Like the people be making little pools and stuff.
bro, you saw that?
Right,
You saw this pool in New Orleans? People was driving by, videoing them, bro. They just out chilling in the pool like it's a jacuzzi in the middle of a pothole, bro.
It's a pothole. They in the pothole chilling.
It's about what, 3-4 feet deep or something like that. They in there just
y'all
just like this. Everybody had their drinks and stuff, and they had.
Hey man, y'all don't understand. They don't have potholes. But anyway,
The thing is, in other cities, they fix the potholes quicker than they fix them in New Orleans.
So the issue with is that New Orleans is below sea level. It's literally underwater, and if you dig deep enough in your backyard, you're gonna hit water. You see what I'm saying? Like, so then on top of that, they plant, or they don't plant. It was full of oak trees, and the roots of oak trees run up under those roads and break the streets, buckle the streets. So that don't necessarily create potholes, but it creates, like, you'll be riding down the street and then the street is buckled like this a little bit. And you just go over the little hump, you know. And then, but yeah, because it's below sea level, you could never really, like, it's not supposed to be a city. People kind of made that. It was marshland, really. You know what I'm saying? It was marshland, and the levees are what keeps the water out, and then they pump water out, and then you can create a city on this dry land, but it's not really supposed to be there. But anyway, so yeah, man. So any like when you look at the culture of New Orleans, like do you see any connections to SA? I mean, you may not know. I'm just asking.
I say I see connections to Africa in its totality.
Yeah.
You know, I can't really say specifically SA, but I could really say this trip has been really a trip for the books, because I was able to go to Senegal and Mali for a week in each country before I came here. And, you know, Senegal was nice, but when I got to Mali and I saw the dancing, I was like, hold up. All them second line dance moves and stuff they be doing, man, they was doing that in Mali, bro.
Wow.
They were doing those. Now, I couldn't record it because I went to it was at a rehearsal that we had went to.
Yeah.
And they said there was no pictures or videos at this rehearsal that we was at. But they was in there doing the buck jumping and the second line and all that. And I'm like, wait a second, hold up.
That's
Because,
up.
you know,
Yeah.
New Orleans think we invented everything, you know what I'm saying? They think they invented twerking and stuff like that and all these dance moves. And I'm looking at these people in Mali that's been there, that's tradition. I'm talking about traditional African dance that has been passed down for thousands upon thousands of years.
Yeah.
And they're in there doing those dances.
Yeah. We did invent twerking, though. Yeah, we invented twerking.
No, we didn't, bro.
We invented the word. We invented the word. Cheeky Black. Cheeky Black. Shout out to my kinfolk. Cheeky.
We'll give it the word. That's the word. But the dance, no.
No, not the dance. But when Cheeky said twerk, baby, twerk, that was actually Jubilee took it from Cheeky Black when she said twerk. So shout out to her for being credited with inventing the word twerk. But what's so crazy is that the dance that they call twerking, that's not the dance.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not the dance. The dance that they call twerking, we call it pee-popping. Yeah. And pee-popping stand for, like, the P stand for, like, a woman's body part. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what we called it forever. And then I don't know how people took twerk, because twerk was a whole nother dance. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. Like, they had a song by an artist named Jubilee, and there was a whole bunch of dances in the song. He would be like, I'm about to say something. I can't say it no more.
Do
the Jubilee all, yeah.
And the beanie weenie.
Right.
The beanie weenie.
Exactly. Yeah. Do the beanie weenie, do the Jubilee all. And he'd be like, twerk, baby, twerk, twerk. Twerk was, the song called out about 500 dances. And, you know, you'll be in the party and you'll go, it'd be like, do the Jubilee, do the Jubilee, and then do the beanie weenie, do the beanie weenie, and then twerk, and you just be moving to the dance. And then, I don't know how they got twerking and turned out what we call
what we
pee-pop.
call twerking now.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that, but yeah. But we was doing that in New Orleans, though. So, anyway, man, so let's talk about the West Africa trip, though, man. When you were in West Africa, did they think you was from there? Or did they know? Yeah,
they did. When I was in Senegal, they thought I was Bifal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Till you open your mouth, huh?
Yeah, until I open my mouth. I mean, people was approaching me by fall, and then greeting me in Waldorf and stuff, and I'm like, and even in Mali they thought I was from there too. Yeah, man, both places where they really was like, no, you were for sure from Mali. No, you were from Senegal. No, you were.
Yeah.
They both claim me.
What about
even when I'm here,
a
lot of brothers and sisters will greet me in Zulu or whatever language they speak, and I know how to greet back, but that's it.
Yeah.
And I'll greet back, and then
I'll be like,
I'm sorry, I speak English. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. And they'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because everybody speaks English here, but
right, unless I get into a taxi. And them Zulu taxi drivers refuse to speak.
So, bro, you taking a taxi here?
Yeah,
like the
bro.
little vans?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
How was that experience?
Oh man, it's an experience. All I know is I do not want to sit in the front seat and be the person counting money, cause they gonna be mad at me.
Wait, they put you to work?
Man, usually the person that sit in the front seat will help the driver like count the money, send the change back, and and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, if I'm in that front seat, bro, I'm gonna mess all that. I'm gonna mess it up.
So, bro, how much it costs to ride the little van?
Man, where did I go from the Middlelands to town? Man, I think it's like 10 rands or something like that.
Wow.
I think it might be. I could be off on my numbers because I didn't take it this trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last 3 times here, I've taken the taxi from the Middlelands to the CBD.
Man, I am scared of them taxis.
To Park Station, rather.
Because they drive so bad. I don't want to be the person in there. I don't want to
It depends on the driver, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. It depends on the driver. Because some drivers will take their time and they chill. Other drivers, I'll be like, bruh, I'm going to get out and punch you in the mouth, dog. Especially driving here, bro. Like, man, what you doing?
Yeah, see, when you're a driver here and them taxis, they break the laws. There's all kind of just...
especially when I be in, like, Melville, stuff, they be hitting the bus lane and stuff.
Man, tell me... Man, you said you went to Melville?
Man, that's where my hang. So I have jewelry in a shop in 27 boxes.
Okay.
A spot called Relax inside of 27 boxes. So I've been in Melville every week. Every Thursday I'll go to the shop and just sit there and craft and create jewelry pieces and stuff. So I have a bunch of jewelry in 27 boxes. So
when I went for the first time for the poetry reading that I went to the other day, week before last, and it's like this little trendy, cool spot. They have a whole bunch of bars and all that type of stuff, and but this might be interesting to you because like with Tank and them coming from the poetry community. Mm-hmm. Like when I walked into the poetry reading, what I saw was what we were doing in like 1997, 98. Little kind of a small place. It was a small place. Maybe 50 people in there, whatever have you. And I just saw so much potential because it brought me back in time. It was like, oh, I remember when our scene kind of started and how it grew to where we were like, in full on real nightclubs and doing major things or whatever have you. So, tell me about that in Melville. How you like that?
Man, the art scene is nice in Melville. There's other artists that have stalls in 27 boxes.
Uh-huh.
I do like incredible work. I met this brother named Denzel that has a spot. Matter of fact, he's got a show I think today or tomorrow. I think it's today. He has a art show that he's doing in 27 boxes.
Okay.
There's other artists and stuff like that there. And really, I mean, we could even go into the artist that's in Johannesburg in South Africa in its totality. I mean, I got some shoes made by my brother Buzz in Soweto. Man, he hooked me all the way up, man. I'm talking about dope dope artistry on the shoes and the pants that he did for me.
Yeah.
Man, I see some incredible stuff when I'm in Maboneng. You know, they have like some really great artists and people that's selling their works on the streets and stuff. Of course, like the murals and things of that nature. Even some of the markets that I've been to, I've seen like stuff that, you know, people are creating between sewing and tailor work and seamstress. You know, people making bags, people just, you know, well, I already said clothes, you know, jewelry and, you know, things of that nature. Like it's incredible work, and there's a lot of gifted and talented people here that, you know, that I think that the world should really see, you know, and become hip to.
So you were hanging out in the CBD. Maboneng has kind of been gentrified, but the CBD though, like.
Braamfontein. I'm staying in Braamfontein this trip.
All right. So you know, everybody, oh, don't go down to the CBD. It's dangerous. It's bad. Blah 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 blah. What you think about all that?
So 4 times here, personally, I haven't seen anything like that in the CBD, but I have heard a number of stories. You know, that's happened to people in the CBD. People just rolling up on them, either with a gun or a fake gun, saying, you know, give it up. People snatching cell phones, things of that nature. I've heard of that, but I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the CBD, I'm usually try to stay guarded. I keep my hair covered. You know, I keep all my stuff like close to me and whatnot.
Why you keep your hair covered?
Man, one is an energy thing, keeping my hair covered. That's one. Another thing is, man, literally everywhere I've been, every room I've been in, every event, everywhere, when people see my hair, it's just
yeah.
You know, so I keep it covered when I'm in the CBD, because people have also told me about guys that will try to come and chop your hair. Yeah, they said people will come and try to grab your locks and chop your locks. And chop your locks off and stuff like that. They told me that my first time here. Now, I don't know.
Yeah, if that's the truth.
If that's really a thing, but they said that people do that. So
people go do with somebody else's dreadlocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but in terms of the danger, do you think it is any more dangerous than like anywhere else in the city?
No, I don't think so.
I'm talking about New Orleans when I say the city.
Yeah, I don't think it's any more dangerous than New Orleans, because you could get done up and hit up the same way in New Orleans as you can in the CBD. You know, you can get hit up and done up in the CBD in both cities.
You just in both cities, yeah.
Johannesburg and New Orleans. And I didn't see niggas get hit up in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know niggas that didn't hit.
Yeah, right.
Hit people up in New Orleans, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, it's no different, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere across the world, they got their stuff, they got their crime, they got their, you know, things of that nature. So
the thing about it, there's a brother and a sister who just moved here, and when they took their first trip here, everybody was warning them. Matter of fact, like they gave the sister a fake cell phone or whatever have you. So, yeah, like they were just warning about how dangerous Joburg is, how dangerous South Africa is. And I'm not minimizing any of the crime that takes place anywhere. But I do think that there is this perception that South Africa is so dangerous. And again, not to minimize, but it is not any more dangerous than the communities that African Americans traditionally come from.
Yeah.
Right? We come from very dangerous environments. And this is something that I like to point out because like Jamaica is one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Yet folks go there for vacation all the time. All the time. They love Jamaica, right? And African Americans are the number one tourist demographic going into Jamaica. Because Jamaica specifically targeted African Americans. They said, you know what? We want to increase the number of African American travelers to the island of Jamaica. Jamaica's big dangerous. New Orleans, big dangerous. But people come to 500,000 people. How many people you said the city of New Orleans had?
400,000.
500,000 people come to New Orleans just for Essence Festival. Essence Festival. So our
And the
population.
Super Bowl is there next year.
The Super Bowl is in New Orleans, right? So they keep talking about how dangerous it is, but it don't stop people from going. And what I'm saying is, if you say in South Africa that dangerous, it still shouldn't stop people from coming, right? Because there's so many other places that are extra dangerous, super dangerous, right? And unlike Johannesburg, the danger in New Orleans is not isolated anywhere. You got a safe place, the Quarters, the French Quarter, about 6 blocks. They got buku police everywhere, so you safe. The rest of the city,
you think you Quarter.
Facts, because I think what did they have there? Was it the Bayou Classic or something last year in November? I think 2 people got shot or something like that. Yeah.
Man, you think you safe in the French Quarter? The French Quarter is where I know a lot of people gotten done up at,
right?
Or gotten, or the people who I know that have done some things,
yeah,
have done their work in the French Quarter.
Get them tourists.
Yeah,
get them. So, you mentioned the women, man. Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about your experience as a single man dating in South Africa. What's that like?
Man, I don't know where to begin with it, man. Man, first off, is beautiful. I love it. I enjoy it. I don't know, man. You might have to ask me something a little more.
All right,
a little more specific, because I mean, it's yeah.
So, have you seen any major differences in like how you interact with the women here versus how you interact with women in the States?
Yeah. Man, I'm about to be very vulnerable right now. Probably the most vulnerable I've ever been on the internet. Well, one thing is I know myself. I'm a nice guy, so I noticed that I can actually be nice with women and sisters here and not be taken advantage of. For my niceness.
Wow.
Shucks. Another thing is just the exchange. A lot of women here are very intelligent.
Yeah.
I have very nice, very good conversations with a lot of the women here. Yeah. And the fact that majority of the women here speak 2 or more languages.
Yeah.
Makes them like very intelligent.
Yeah.
And most of the women here have they either have businesses or they work like a serious job, or I haven't met no at least for me, I haven't, at least the women that I've gone on dates with, I haven't met any that's just as they call it here, like a slay queen.
Yeah. Shout out to the slay queens. Shout out to the slay queens. And what they call them men? The blessers. Yeah.
Shout out to the slay queens and the blessers.
Yeah.
In the States, we call the slay queens thoughts.
Thoughts, yeah. Thoughts.
That's still a new term too. Like,
when I was a child, yeah, you call them. Not a child, but in college we call them boppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bops.
Yeah. So. I mean, it's just a new generation, the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's good, man. What else, man? Like, I know that some people talk about, and I gotta get back on camera. My African American sisters, this is not a diss to y'all, right? Because masculinity and femininity are, let me say this, I don't want to be one of them podcast cats. I'm like, oh, she need to be more feminine. But I think the American society in general makes everybody more masculine. I hate talking like that because the podcast bros have made that ridiculous. But American society is far more aggressive. American society is far more high paced. So you have women who are not necessarily masculine, like they're trying to be a man, but they are living in a society where everything is hyper aggressive, if that's that masculine energy, right? Yeah. So, but then here, it's not that, So I've seen just in my interactions with women at the bank or at the talking to people or whatever have you, you could see, like, I just don't know how to describe it. It's just a level of softness or something.
I got it. So, from the women that I've experienced here, there's like a true femininity to them. They smell good. They always look nice. They take their time getting ready and stuff like that. Even I've gone to events where it's been like, I'm like, why is she dressed like that? Why is she dressed up like that? Mm-hmm. And she's like dressed up, wearing heels, like looking nice and good and stuff. So, yeah, man, the women are very feminine here. Very feminine here. Also, too, I gotta say it, man. I gotta say it. So, after going to Ghana, Senegal, Mali, and I was in the Gambia for 34 hours. And I've been to, some couple of other places in the West and stuff like that, like some islands and stuff. But yo, man, when I thought I was ready when I got to South Africa. I was like, this is my 4th time here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be ready, prepared. It's not gonna be, I'm not gonna get caught off guard. Man, I got here, and still, man, South Africa has some of the beautiful and some of the finest and most beautiful women in the world, bro.
Word.
Like it.
I don't know nothing about it. I can't see nothing.
I thought I was gonna be chill. I'm like, I thought I was gonna be used to it. Man, so many sisters that just hit me when I was just walking by in the mall or just being. I'm just like, oh my God, bless her, Lord.
I only have eyes for one. I don't see nothing. Stevie Wonder out this mug, you heard me?
I'm the young single man. But also too, to my brothers that's actually looking for wives or to actually date outside of America and stuff like that. Man, any type of woman that you want is here in South Africa. Any body shape, any look, face, physique. Man, anything you looking for. I came here with a list in my mind of what I'm looking for in a woman, and I'm gonna just say I've definitely found that. Definitely found that.
Couple of times, huh?
Man, a couple of times, man. But anything you look. I mean, if you want a nerdy girl, a Rasta girl, a slay queen. Sister, I mean, we can go down the list of types of women that, because I know some of my brothers, my personal brothers, I know the type of women that they like. Like I went to Cape Town, and one of my brothers, he liked colored girls.
Yeah.
In New Orleans, that's what he liked too. That's who he dates. He dates the Creoles or the Passe Blanc or whatever. That's the type of women he liked. But he comes here to South Africa. He goes to Cape Town, and both trips. He meets a colored girl. Yeah. And links up with a colored girl both times that he's here. So literally any type of woman, like I said, face, shape, body type, whatever she into, nerdy, heavily into music. That's another thing. A lot of the women here are really into music. They know good music here too.
Okay. I've seen a lot of women DJs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yep. So that's for my brothers that's looking or whatever. Yeah.
We don't want them passport bros though. No.
Well, here we go. Here's the difference. I can say this about the passport bros though. If you traveling and you paying for punani when you traveling, shame on you. Shame on you if you're going to travel all these places and you going to pay for punani. That's what I have to say about the passport, bro.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going and traveling to these places and you're looking for a wife, or you're looking for a better dating experience, or you're looking for better company from women, and you're traveling these places,
right.
Big ups.
All right, I got you.
Big ups. But if you traveling and you paying for punani, shame on you, bro.
Because all the punani you could pay for in America, boy, you could go...
I mean, look at all the guys that go to the DR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been to the DR, but I didn't participate in that. But I'm saying, you could go to the DR if you want to do that. But,
Right. So if you're looking for, just like you say, not, I want you to say, but if you're looking for a different dating experience and not just some sex.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And a lot of women here want to be wives. They want children. You can talk to them, and like one sister I went out with, I asked her, I was like, "What's Labola look like for you? What's the dowry like?" And we actually had that conversation about it and stuff. So yeah, man.
The Labola, boy, gee, I got 2 boys too. Lord, have mercy.
8 cows, 11 cows. Bring them goats and them lambs, bro.
I'm gonna tell my, get your white woman, son.
Hey, if she colored her Indian, you might not have to do that either.
Hey, so we Muslim, we gotta do it anyway. We gotta, but it's a little more expensive in South Africa with the Labola, like the dowry, the Islamic dowry. It's whatever you negotiate with the woman, but not her family. It's like, so in Islam, the dowry is for the woman in case y'all get divorced. That's her money. She could do what she want. If you negotiate, if she says it's gonna be 10,000 USD, 20,000, you get that to her. That's her stuff. It's not y'all money. It's not our money. It's not for her family. It's for her because traditionally, Muslim women didn't work. So if a man died or if they got divorced, she would be left with nothing. So the dowry was negotiated so that she could have something in the case of, that she and the man not together anymore. But that Labola on the whole. Have you been to a Labola ceremony?
No, I haven't.
A wedding?
I haven't been to a wedding either. I got invited to a wedding last year, but I was in the States already.
Yeah.
I missed it by a few days. She hit me up a few days. I was like,
So now you going back in what, you say 6 days?
Yeah, 6 days. I leave February 29th.
Oh, okay, so that's next what? Thursday?
Next Thursday.
Yeah. So when you coming back?
Man, hopefully November or December or January. Sometime in that window is when I expect to be back here.
Cool.
Working on some visa stuff as well right now.
That's always an issue. You gotta get that visa, brother.
Yeah, working on some visa stuff. Just figuring out different ways to be here longer and to actually live here and relocate to this side. Cause, man, I've been to almost all 50 states and I've been to some places around the world, man. And this was the place that I came to. I was like, this is where I feel like I can live and start a family and like put my flag in the ground and say, this is,
Right. Right. This is home.
This is home.
Yeah.
This is home.
Exactly, brother. Well, any final, we've been on here 33 minutes. Any final words?
Man, I hope they watch it up to this point.
I'm going to give it a good title. They'll watch.
Man, any good or final words, man? I got so much to say. One, I'm excited. I'll be doing my first market in Maboneng on Sunday.
All right. What time is that? Let the people
That's
know.
from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the social table.
Okay.
In Maboneng. So I'll be there. My brother Buzz, who made some clothes and who did some artwork and stuff for me, he'll be there as well vending. So yeah, I'll be set up. I'll have a stall there, so y'all come out and check it out. Man, I don't want to leave.
Right.
I'm not ready to go back to the States, but I have to go back. I'm starting my first DJ residency for the month of March. I'll be at the Blue Nile in New Orleans every Friday for the month of March. And then after that is Jazz Fest and French Quarter Fest and Jazz Fest in April. And then I have Atlanta Jazz Fest in May that I'll be doing, vending and probably performing at all of these events as well.
Yeah.
But man, like I said, so much to say. Man, Africa is your home.
Facts.
Africa is your home. I mean, this is my 4th time here. And for a second, I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it back. But, shout out to everyone that came and purchased jewelry pieces from me with electric gemstones. That's what allowed me to actually come back and experience South Africa again. Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to the women. Shout out to the. Also, too, there's also women that's not from South Africa that are here too. Like a plethora of you have sisters from Zimbabwe, Uganda, Ethiopia, stuff like that. So, also shout out to those sisters. Yeah, man, this is home.
Facts.
Like I said, I can say so much, man. I can say.
Family, that's 35 minutes. If you watch this long, what? You a soldier. I know y'all asking, where Adrian? It's the middle of the day. She went to a coffee shop. She has some work to do. But next video, she will be back. She will be back because I know y'all be looking for Adrian or whatever have you, the tag team.
Man.
Facts. So we'll be back soon. Yeah, holla. Peace.